FedEx has given me more than one nightmare experience with them, so today I'm going to share with you exactly why you should not ship with FedEx. This year, I decided that I really wanted to ship some of my homemade blackberry jam to my family back home in Ontario. I knew this wasn't going to be a cheap or easy process, so I did my best to ensure that my package would be delivered safe and sound. My mother had sent me some of her homemade canned items in the past through Canada Post, but my decision to ship the same products with FedEx was the biggest mistake I made in 2023. From buying the jars to picking the berries and making the jam, the process took hours, probably 6 hours in total when all was said and done. I packaged the box with fabric, bubble wrap, and cardboard spacers, and even got 4 fragile labels to plaster to each side of the box. I wrapped the box up and carefully used packaging tape to cover each inch of the box. I thought I was as good as gold and there could be no possible way that FedEx could screw this up, but I was so very wrong. I took the box to Staples and used their shipping services. The Staples shipping rep ensured me that the box was automatically insured for up to $100. The total cost of shipping was $89, which is a lot of money for someone in my position, but this was a pretty big deal to me and a goal I had set for myself in 2022, so I had been waiting a year for blackberry season to return so that I could make and send off my special products to my loved ones 2,000 miles away. I was guaranteed a 7-day shipping time and given a tracking number. I had faithfully logged in to check the package's whereabouts every day, anxiously watching it get closer and closer to its final destination. Finally, it was less than 20 miles from its delivery point, and I told my father excitedly that it would be at his house the very next day. I was sadly mistaken. FedEx damaged my package at its final warehouse location. When I contacted FedEx customer service, it took ages to get past their robotic system to finally speak to an agent. And when I did, the agent declared that my father could go to the FedEx location to pick up the damaged package. The customer service representative could not explain how the box could possibly get damaged when it had traveled over 2,000 miles without issue and had 4 fragile labels taped to the outside of the box, one on each side. I told the agent that I did not pay for the package to be picked up, I paid for it to be delivered, but that I would pass the information on to my father. Lo and behold, my father went to pick up the box at said FedEx location, and after finally figuring out how to get into their highly secured facility, he was informed that FedEx did not have the box. They had intentionally destroyed and disposed of the package after they had damaged it, with no proof to show what was damaged, how many jars had been damaged, and what happened to the fabric that was inside the box that my family was going to keep after the shipping process had been fulfilled. Nobody contacted me to tell me that they were going to do this. Nobody told me that they had changed their mind. I was given information that my father could pick up the box, and that was it. And finally, nobody had provided me with any proof or answered any of my questions as to how this could have possibly happened. I got back on the phone with FedEx's completely useless customer service line and asked through heated tears how this could happen over and over again. The agent refusing to answer, yet continuously telling me that I could ask them any questions I had. I kept repeating the same question. How could the package travel over 2,000 miles without issue, then get damaged in its final destination? And the agent kept refusing to answer. I was so heated that I demanded to speak to a manager, who then blamed me for not sending the package off without being properly packaged. Again, even the manager could not tell me how the package traveled 75% of a continental distance without issue. The manager could not explain why I was only told 2 days prior that my father could go pick up the damaged package himself, only stating simply that it was incorrect information. The manager told me to start a claim online and that I would be refunded for my troubles after FedEx had reviewed my claim. Coming down to today, September 23rd, 2023, when FedEx emailed me stating that they would not, in fact, reimburse me for anything, not even the cost of shipping, when the Staples representative had told me that it would be insured for $100. And once again, had had the gall to blame me for poorly packaging the products. Let me tell you that I wouldn't be sitting here making this video if that were truly the case. Now, let's take a look at how I had packaged the product, and you can decide for yourself if you would have put even more thought and care into wrapping a box meant to be received by loved ones. Firstly, I laid out a piece of cotton fabric on the bottom of the cardboard box to protect the base of the jars. Then I put the jars into the box and used the cardboard separators in between each jar, the kind of separators you get when you buy a box of glass jars. Third, I put bubble wrap on the outer edges of the jars, wrapping all the way around the interior of the box in its entirety. After that, I laid another cotton fabric on top of the jar's metal lids, pressing the fabric down between each jar, and then wrapped the closed box tightly with many layers of packaging tape surrounding the box, taping the 4 fragile labels to the outside of the box and leaving not an inch of glass or cardboard unprotected. This was not the first headache FedEx had given me, not by a long shot. Another time I recall canceling all plans I had for the day I was supposed to receive a package. I had been sitting on my porch waiting for FedEx to arrive when I got an email falsely claiming that they had made an attempted delivery to me and would try again another time. I recalled watching a FedEx truck drive by my apartment complex, but certainly nobody even pulled into the driveway, let alone walked up to my unit and knocked on my door. The agent on the phone at that time seemed completely unbothered by this, as well as when I argued that if they had tried to make a delivery attempt, I would have gotten it captured by my security camera. The FedEx agent simply stated that someone would come again the next day, even after I kept telling them that I would not be home at all the next day, and specifically made sure to be home on that scheduled delivery day to receive the expensive gift in said shipment. Seeing as how their own shipping facilities are so tightly protected, they know of the probability that packages will be stolen, yet they did not care about my package and would not send the delivery driver out, quote, again that day. Another frustration they've now caused is not delivering my father's package and lying about it once again. FedEx was supposed to have his package delivered to his P.O. box at the UPS store in Detroit on the afternoon of Friday, September 22nd. Yet for whatever reason, they could not deliver it there either Friday or Saturday, and they claim that the UPS store wasn't even open, which you can see from these screenshots that it clearly was open at the specified time. So who is lying, and why? And who will be held accountable for the lying? Who will be held accountable for purposely damaging my package beyond repair and ultimately destroying it without my permission? Who will be held accountable for giving me the wrong information, telling me that my father could pick up the package I had sent him when they already threw it away, treating it as garbage? Why does FedEx refuse to send me proof of the damage to my package and continue to deny that I had properly packaged my products? Their customer service representatives don't care about their customers, the package handlers don't care about their packages, and the company seems to purposely break containers that have fragile labels on each edge, attempting to screw over their own customers and lose generations worth of business. These most horrible experiences have shown me that FedEx is nothing but a money-grabbing scheme, and I'm here to warn you of it. Now that blackberry season is over, I have to wait an entire year before I can try this process again. And you better believe that FedEx will not be the company I go with next time or ever again. Now that the holiday season is upon us and gift purchases will be made online in droves, make sure nothing is sent via FedEx. If you have to order anything online or send anything of value away, don't use FedEx. Go with any other company, and remember to document everything.